It's been a while since we chatted. I have been going through so much this year. There's a reason why I look this kind of crazy. I didn't start like this. But this may be one of the first vlogs where I'm not wearing a crew neck the whole time, like, or like a Sublime sweater. The end of sweater weather. Google, what is the temperature outside?
In Nashville, it's currently 58 degrees.
So it's still 58 degrees, so it's still chilly. Hold on, you got a little schmutz on you. Let's get you fixed up. Is that better? Anywho, today, so yesterday, my friend Amanda, sorry, the birds are very distracting. I love them so much. Speaking of birds, insert the video of my grandchild. I haven't named baby chubs yet, but during the solar eclipse, I was outside on my balcony, and my original plan for the solar eclipse, which I'm not sure if I talked about it, but like I did have a plan to go chase the totality. And I was gonna go drive to Illinois. I wanted to go to Metropolis. I thought the Superman theme would have been funny, total eclipse, but there were so many things, including our own video, that said like, don't go out in the solar eclipse, it's dangerous and kooky. My plan was to kind of track the traffic patterns, see if it was crazy, and then I wanted to leave here at like 5 or 6 in the morning, go to Clarksville, get that Krispy Kreme solar eclipse donut. I was gonna stop at Black Rifle, I think is the coffee company out there. It's like a veteran-owned coffee roaster. But then the morning of, the early morning hours of the solar eclipse day, Morgan Wallen threw a chair off the roof of whatever that bar is. And I decided maybe it's not a good day for tourists to be like out and about. The route to where I was going to go was gonna be I-24, which is like one road. Like that is it. There's not a lot of offshoots. So like if you get stuck on there, you're stuck on there for a while. And I started picturing those action movies, you know, where everyone's stuck in traffic on a highway and then everyone gets out of their car and then they're looking up at the sun and then like, I don't know, a tsunami comes out of nowhere even though there's no water because we're in a valley. I just didn't want to risk it. I was like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die at home. Our complex threw an eclipse party. I don't know if there's budget cuts or I don't know, but it was pretty sad. It was like whoopie pies, sun chips, and then these like dry ass cookies, no drinks. I walked back home, I opened a Sprite, and then I went on my balcony. I'm getting to the part of the story why I started. When I was on my balcony watching for the solar eclipse, I had taken some good shots already on the other side of the building, and then I kind of was just filming the people on my side of the building like looking at the eclipse. Again, I was kind of freaked out at that point because I'll tell you what, the birds were really acting up. Like they were freaked by the whole thing. It was getting like dark. It was very gloomy and cloudy. There's just a spooky ass vibe right now. It's kind of crazy. Once the eclipse passed, like maybe 30-40 minutes, the clouds passed. It was very strange. It was very ominous. And while I'm on my balcony, just looking at everybody, looking at the eclipse, the birds are freaking out. I'm like, y'all just chill, it's okay. We're gonna get through this. The sun will come out. And all of a sudden, this bird is like floofy, like floofed up in the front, puffy, like puffed up, and it looked like a really freaked out finch. And I'm like, it's okay, buddy, it's okay. He's like coming to the patio, trying to land on the banister kind of near me. It just couldn't land for some reason, like couldn't figure it out. And I was like, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm thinking like this bird is just freaked out about the moon. And I'm like literally saying that. I'll insert the clip. You okay? You okay? I don't want to scare you. Oh God. But I'm just like, it's okay. You know, like you're good, you're good. And I don't, you know, with birds, sometimes if you touch them, like no one else will associate with them anymore. Like it's just weird. And then I just assumed like if I got closer to it, it would freak out, which kind of what happened too. I mean, it was already freaking out. I don't know. I didn't know how to help it. You can't, it's not zoomed in on him because I was literally just focused on the bird at that point, like not visually. It's actually a baby mockingbird. I'm pretty sure anyways. I can't confirm it because it's still growing, obviously. And it kind of had the white stripes that a mockingbird has on its feathers. So I am pretty sure I'm a bird grandma. Said maybe Chubbs was just pregnant the whole time. Made me feel nice that it was like this was a safe zone for it. Really, it was a full circle moment, but also very freaky that the baby showed up during the eclipse. Like it was so wild. So I'm very grateful I stayed home and experienced that and didn't experience any hardships outside of my dry mouth from those cookies. A lot of that focus for this week, which I didn't really have one at first, but then now when I pan out, I recognize is like, it is actually motherfucking spring. A couple of things on the docket. I started saying this and I got cut off, I'm dumb. Anyways, my friend Amanda sent me a post about this farm that's down the street from us. And it is like they're doing strawberry picking today. Picking strawberries is one of my favorite activities since I was a kid. It's one of my favorite memories from my grandpa. When we went to the Hamptons, we stopped, I think it was in East or Southampton, and we picked strawberries. And my grandpa still is one of my favorite people. My grandparents are my favorite that I've ever met in my life. I don't think anyone will ever change that. That's what my plan is I'm going to go strawberry picking at this cute little farm. I'm gonna wash my face, put on some sunscreen, get out into the town. Anyways, I've been rambling for a really long time at this point, so I think I covered the baseline of like what I think this video will end up being. It's actually Saturday morning. Like I said, I had no direction for this week. Let's go pick some strawberries. Let's go have a great little spring day. Yeah, I gotta stop stalling. I just need to get dressed. Let's do. Ready to go pick some strawberries?
Close your eyes, get out of your skin. All it is matters, let it in. If I could, I would be right here with you. In this world of ticking clocks, I hope I'm getting through. So close your eyes.
influencer.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. All that is matters. All that is matters. Close your eyes. Get out of your skin. All that is matters. Let it in.
Now it's time to head to the movies with our cinematic crusader. Here with another titanium take, here's our movie maven Kai.
Hey everybody, it is April and spring is definitely springing. The weather outside is frightful and then hot, and which is also frightful, and then windy and then raining, and you got to take care of yourself, guys. Make sure that you are prepared for any possible weather phenomenon, apparently. Here in California and Los Angeles, it is nice and gloomy today, which is one of my favorite things because it's a great time to sit inside and watch a movie. It has come to my attention that because it's April, the perfect day is coming up, April 25th. It's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. And if you don't know what that reference is to, then you need to watch Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality is one of those movies that is ridiculous and funny and heartfelt and very, very sweet. It stars Sandra Bullock. She is a police woman who takes her job very, very, very seriously. She's really capable. She's good at what she does. And she gets recruited out of everybody in her precinct to go undercover at a beauty pageant. No, it's not a beauty pageant. It's a scholarship program. It's run by Candice Bergen and hosted by the impeccable William Shatner, who we all love. And basically, there's trouble afoot, and they think that something horrible is going to happen. They want police presence, so they get a hold of the police department, and they send in Sandra Bullock as one of the contestants undercover. And Benjamin Bratt is her partner who's coming in to back her up with all of it. And Michael Caine is her pageant consultant. Absolutely wonderful movie, guys. It's so funny, and there's a lot to be said in it about, female friendship and the toxicity that can happen between females, especially when they're in some kind of competition. But it is spoken to the ridiculousness of that and how important it is for women to support each other and how important it is for women to be seen as more than just a pretty face or a talent or some, superficial thing that can serve somebody else. And that's what I always really liked about this movie. There's a lot of people that will talk about like, oh, it's problematic because, they take the pretty ugly girl, they put some makeup on her and they do her hair. And it's spoken about, it's spoken to, how ridiculous that whole idea and that trope is. And it's interesting because when it came out, it was right after the wave of movies that were specifically targeted towards teenagers, like She's All That, where, it's like you can't be the smart, talented girl who isn't pleasing to, the male gaze, and be popular or, be seen as worthy. And I think that it was a really cool departure from all of that. And within it, speaking to the absolutely ridiculous aesthetic expectations that societally and culturally are put on women, specifically in America, even though you have things like Miss Universe and Miss World and all of those things. Let's not talk about who runs that pageant. It's really important that, that is seen as something that is worthwhile because people want to be a part of it. But so much of it needs to be seen as more than skin deep. So it's very silly. It's very funny. It's another one of those movies that you go, ideally in the real world, never in a million years. But if you've ever wanted to see Sandra Bullock in a reasonable facsimile of Lederhosen, it's definitely worth the watch. It's very quotable. It's unreasonably relatable in a lot of places. There are a few moments where you go, that's a rough joke for some people. But again, take it as the cautionary tale. Take it as the rough truth. take it as something that is meant to be pointed out as ridiculous, because underneath it all, it's such a great, you know, thing to experience if you've never seen it. And I think it holds up. I think it really holds up over the years. April is Stress Awareness Month, guys. That means do your deep breathing, have your moments of meditation, listen to your body, stretch, make sure that you're getting, you know, the right nutrition and enough water and, you know, all of those things that are, you know, going to help you get through this really difficult time. Spring is a weird transition. We talked about it last week and the week before. Retrograde astrological earth events and everything else, you know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So just make sure that, you know, you're handling you in the best way that you possibly can. Take care of yourself, drink your water, take your meds, and we'll see you next week, guys. Take care.
It's been absolutely unbelievable, and I'm really excited to eventually share with you. Looks so crazy. I put on a headband to try to incentivize myself to wash my face, put on sunscreen before I go out. So now I just want to be clear, I don't have a crush on Morgan Wallen. Basically, the second he cut his hair, it was like this Samson-like reaction from me, like he lost all of his power.